Don't be shy.
Last week on Dog Night Elite. I can't remember. Someone has to, carry this story on.
Alex is sleep deprived.
So
you
last
decided
time,
to leave the dungeon.
Yeah, go for it. Well, you.
Oh, if you want to do it, you can do it.
Because my memory is very spotty. I only remember the things that, where I'm pretty sure I got my soul stolen or somebody attempted it and I wanted to kill them. And the tree was trying to molest me.
I don't remember a tree molestation.
I don't
see my
happened?
recap is very different than your recap.
We
So I don't do it.
Eat the shrooms.
Okay. What I remember happening is we were on horses and we were trying to get away, but some of us wouldn't get on a horse for whatever reason. And then some of us were like, "Oh, I'm gonna be really dumb and try to fight all these werewolves." And then we had to have our fairy save us, and we all go to a magic portal gate that takes us to a magical realm of evil mind wizards.
We all tried to knock Cora out, but kept rolling really bad.
Yeah. It was so bad we forgot it happened. Then we got to the realm of the evil force people, which are plotting to take over the world as far as I know. What else happened? The satyr offered me wine, which I'm pretty sure is a mind control substance, so I didn't drink it. I remember we were talking about the trees moving and they being ents, and then somebody said that they were trying to reach out and touch me, and I didn't like that.
I do not remember that.
Somebody in chat said, give up a chat. Then we finally met Queen Tatiana, who, generally speaking, was very welcoming and hostly. Brought us to our court and was very nice. While we were having a conversation with her, I remember Rowan went off. She got a wolf companion. They healed up, or brought back to be healed up. And then while we were having our second conversation with Tatiana, she had some bad news that apparently we got sent out to go take care of. Don't quite remember what was said to her that caused that bad news. Yeah, generally speaking.
It was a prophet lady that was being assaulted.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the oracle, I think it was.
I always like Clover's notes, but it's better.
Is it her name Titania?
Titania?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tatiana works. Same thing.
I knew what you meant.
And this dude down here, his name is Valkran.
So does anybody want to fill in any of the gaps that maybe stuff that was missed?
Oh no, that was beautiful. That was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got all the important things. I got a satyr I need to kill later, and werewolves that need to be exterminated. I'm in. I'm invested.
You remember that she knows about the cult, right?
Does she know about the cult?
Well, no, apparently not. You don't remember.
It must be the mind magic getting at me.
I don't know why you're talking. What mind magic are you talking about?
The satyr was trying to offer me wine that would take over my soul.
Not confirmed.
It's pretty confirmed in my head.
Did you drink it?
I chose not to because I knew what it was.
Not confirmed. Not confirmed.
How will you drink it?
I offered to, and everybody was like, "No, don't do it."
See, why would they say not do it if it wasn't bad?
No.
Exactly. It's confirmed.
I haven't been here. I've never been here, but people respect me more than you here, which is weird.
Well, you're also Faye.
That's because we're all racist, and we look at you and go, oh, trustworthy. He's a...
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, you're actually the only evil character in the bunch, and we're just idiots.
Meanwhile, 5 minutes ago, I ate a heart.
Well, that's different.
See, I'm sure they would do that too. That's the problem.
That's like normal breakfast.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, yes, you ended up escaping the werewolves by following Clover through the portal, which took you to the Feywild. Upon exiting on the other side, 2 werewolves had apparently followed. However, they were put down quickly as soon as they entered. When you were taken to rest, you met Queen Titania and some of the court. You took what was the equivalent of a long rest, although it definitely didn't seem like it was very long. And she was sending you to investigate what is known as the Rift, which is it's basically the DMZ, demilitarized zone between the 2 Fey kingdoms. However, prior to that happening, she received word that there was an attack on the person known as the Oracle. You guys set off a little bit confusedly. Some Cora drawing a sword and everybody standing around arguing for a few moments. However, we are going to remedy that going forward. As far as RP is concerned, we are going to do more of a roundtable, making sure, separating people into the groups for the role play, and then everybody having their turns to go. Never the intention to leave anybody out of any of the role-playing or experiences. Just sometimes with such a large group, it happens. So we will do our best to fix that going forward. All right. So when we last left, you guys had entered the clearing, the monolithic standing stones surrounding some sort of dark magical energy. And within that energy, you saw a female figure, Elven, held in perhaps stasis. You think they're alive, but really there's no way to be sure. And as you had entered, you saw the corpse of a dead unicorn off to the side, as well as dead Eladrin surrounding the area. And numerous forest creatures, animals, which upon entering the circle turned into the evil shapes that now stand before you. And yes, you did get it right. They are Wendigos. And all right. Okay, Merrick is already on that. That's good. Merrick was roaring and ready to go.
I figured you guys had already logged on. So
no, actually, when you sent that message, I was like, "Oh shoot, it's 8 after." I didn't realize the time.
Motherfucker.
And gotta be one of those days. Initiative. Hello. Cricket token. Caden, I will go ahead and... Oh, wait, you're there. Never mind.
It's Andre that might need you to roll for him.
We can wait a minute, but because we're still waiting on... Oh, there he is. Nice. Even though it will look to be on its side, we'll let that go. Why didn't I put those on them? All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
Sorry, mine was actually 12. I accidentally clicked it twice.
Yeah. There's Fidel. dice.
Oh dear, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, that's me finding my d20s. All right, and all right, Merrick. As you're over there, you were examining one of the bodies, and suddenly one of the animals that was nearby turned into the creature that now stands before you. These. Let me go ahead and pull up the description for you. I believe I said it last week, but I'll go ahead and do it again. Maybe if I can find it. That's Wendy. There we go. All right. Tall, gaunt to the point of emaciation. Its desiccated skin pulled tightly over its bones. Bones push out against its skin. Its complexion is ash gray of death. And the eyes, which you can see through the skull of perhaps a stag, they are sunk deep within the sockets. Yeah, that's about it. It has like a large cloak over it and the antlers of a deer or elk. So Merrick, with the no, and so with that, Merrick, what are you doing?
If I touched something, I wasn't planning on it, but Vika was going to attack.
All right. 21 is going to hit. And let me see the damage. There it is. All right. And all right. Vika does not knock it prone, but it does take the 10 points of damage. All right. Well done. And as far as your attack is concerned?
Okay.
All right. All right, 23 is going to hit. 6 points of damage. You slash it across its torso, revealing some grayish black bones that were hidden underneath what was left of the decaying flesh. And all right, is that your full turn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Otar.
Okay, so Otar is going to look at this thing in front of him as his eyes go black. The black blood is going to run down from his face to his back as you see almost a skeletal wings form from his back. As the black blood runs down to the tips of his fingers, he is going to go into his dread hand form. And he is going to go into his necrotic shroud.
He was complaining about everybody else being evil. These
if they are not immune to frightened, which I assume they will be, they need to make a charisma save. And as well as Cora is going to need to make a wisdom save.
All right. Yes, they're immune to fear.
Okay, well, Cora needs to still make charisma save as they see this happen.
Sorry, Cora.
Sorry. Doesn't really do anything. It just means he can't run towards me. Charisma.
Oh, sorry. Charisma. That too.
They're good.
Jojo.
That's probably not the right symbol.
So what exactly are pugilists? I thought they were just like boxers or something.
They are. Well, you know.
Boxers that are like warlocks or something.
Well, that wasn't from the pugilist, though. That was from the race.
Well,
That's
Dread
really
Hand
SMR.
is from pugilists.
Well, I assume Joe is still pooping. So
Yep.
he has not made his charisma save yet. Oh, we need a charisma save there, Joe.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Well, what'd you do that for, dude? That's
That's not what you meant to fuck.
Easily
no,
passes.
shouldn't be. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that's definitely passes. All right. You are not frightened.
Yeah.
All
That's my
right.
character.
And, okay, that's your full turn. So this gives you...
A lot of shit. Yeah.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. We'll
Yeah.
go back into it next time. All right, so to expedite, that is going to bring us to Andre. You're muted.
Andres. Oh, I'm here. I was supposed to talk. Yeah, I was out of through my mouth. That's what I was going. I was reheating some food. I will. Seeing how he just kind of appeared next to me, I'll pull out my dagger, and I will just. Do I even? Yeah, I'll just stab him with a green flame blade, even though it doesn't do anything extra. 9.
All right, that is not going to hit.
Yeah, and
Even you would actually have advantage because of Merrick. Actually, nope, I take that back.
yeah, that space between.
Yep, but even still, neither one of those would hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and anything else?
I will. So what is this right here exactly? Is it like appear to be very dangerous looking? The thing in the middle.
There is a lot of darkness, and then some sort of bluish purple magical energy encompassing the body of the person that you believe is the Oracle.
Okay, so I don't want to go near that. That doesn't sound safe. I don't know if that's true, but it doesn't sound good. So I'm going to move here.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit closer to teammates.
All right.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn there.
All right. Excellent. All right. Cora. Mm-hmm. All right. I saw your ping. Oh, nice. All right. Well, 25 is definitely going to hit. And 13 points of bludgeoning damage. You swing that sucker, and you damn near knock its head off. However, it is far from dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Sorry, math. All right, and well done, Cora. Nice. And
I'm also 12, by the way. I don't know why. Like I accidentally rolled twice, so it took the 10.
nice.
I changed it back to 12.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me. Actually, that'll bring us to Gorbin then. All right, Gorbin.
Pan to the face.
All right, you swing, and it nimbly dodges its head at a really awkward angle, staring up at you. The pinpoint red eyes stare through that skull. All right, and unfortunately, that is a miss.
Go ahead.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, give me one. Where the fuck? There it is. If it'll let me click it. There we go.
Whee.
I'll eat a fireball truffle.
All right, so that gives you.
They have to make a Constitution save.
They have to make.
Yes. Any creature that ends its turn. So at the end of its turn, needs to make a save.
Okay. All right,
Any
that
creature
is
with
coming up
impact.
soon.
So like Gorbin's skin turns red, and there's like steam starting to come off him.
He looks like a
Cartoon.
cooked lobster, basically.
Yeah.
All right, and Clover.
I don't remember if I'm actually like in Merrick's jacket right now, but I'm definitely next to him. So I'm just gonna kind of shriek and stab the guy next to
In
us.
front of basically in front of Merrick.
Yeah,
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
or not.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. It deflects off of the skull that is placed upon its head, or perhaps it is its head. You're not really sure, but it gets deflected by the bone. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that would be my turn, I guess.
All right. And
Rolling like dog shit.
all right, Merrick, the one next to you. What is your AC, sir?
18.
Okay. All right. He swings 2 claws at you, and he hits you once. 4.
Did not.
That sucks. 6 points of damage. As
Mic
he
check.
That was
We can hear you.
Okay.
Stop breaking your mic.
Dude, I don't know. The settings change magically somehow. I don't know. I don't do anything like between one session and the next, and it just doesn't work. I switched it to my phone.
It's Skype. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, first one attacks, hits Mike for 6. The second one is going to sidestep and get in front, and it's going to attack Andre. Andre, what's your AC again?
13.
14?
13.
All right.
13.
Yep, 13. Okay. So you get caught with a slash from its claw once. All right. You get from shoulder to hip. You get slashed for 14 points of damage.
Holy fuck. That almost killed me.
Yeah. That was almost max damage.
It wasn't even max damage.
The next one.
That was supposed to be reassuring. It wasn't.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, just think of it
37
like
is
that's
max damage.
you're pretty
Yeah,
much,
right. Like it was only half of the damage it could have done.
No, I mean it was 16 is the max.
Okay.
So
And note, he only hit you with one claw.
Yeah, it's right.
All right, Aura, the one kitty corner to you, the one you attacked, he pulls back and all right, he slashes you with a claw. He catches you in the upper arm just above your shield, and he's going to hit you for 12 points of damage. He slices right through the chain as if it weren't there.
Is that a magical attack or no?
No, it's just regular.
Okay. So 9.
Gotcha. All right, and Otar, the one directly in front of you. AC.
14.
All right, he hits you once. For 13 points of damage. Wow, my
Oof.
dice are on fire tonight. He scratches clear across your chest.
Yeah.
You feel tore right between ribs. And the last one, Gorban. You swinging at it with the large frying pan has got its attention. All right, he hits you for 12 points of damage from a slash.
Okay.
And all right, he bites you for an additional 11.
Cool.
Not really. I mean, so it basically lashes onto you, and after it takes a bite, it leaps back off.
He needs to make a Constitution save.
Yep. What's the DC?
14.
All right, go. I want to say Constitution's not one of their finer points.
Yeah, they only have a +5 on it.
Yeah, that's all. You know, pretty weak.
Yeah,
No,
like they're not, you know.
He failed.
Okay, he takes 7 damage.
All right, an explosion of fire from your fireball candy skin, whatever, however that works. You want to describe it?
Yeah, he bites me, and then he pulls back and starts just like scraping his tongue because I'm too spicy.
All
Evie
right.
squeals with the delight and claps her hands together. It's like, woo!
All right, and that'll bring us to Evie.
And then she slashes the fuck out of him. I guess there'll be advantage because 2 on 1.
Well, very consistent there, but that's definitely a hit.
And the short sword as well.
All right, 18 is going to hit as well. Yeah. So,
Motherfucker.
no. 11 total.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm done.
All right, good deal. You catch it in the back with your 2 blades, leaving huge open gashes that pour some sort of black ichor chili body wash. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Merrick, that brings us back to you.
All right.
Wow. All right, that's a crit.
Wow, Vicar just eats him.
They
15?
24. It's crit, so it's.
Oh.
I think,
It's both of those. Okay. All right, and he has to make a strength save. DC 14.
no, he just crumbles the dust. It's fine.
And a D100, right?
All right. Yes, it does pass the strength save, so it is not knocked down.
Oh, it's not dead either.
Not dead yet. No.
Thing it tanks.
D100, right?
What's that?
A D100, right?
Mhm.
Because you got a critical.
Oh, I apologize. Thank you very much. Just a moment. Go ahead and roll the. Who's your what? D100.
Yeah, Merrick, you get a. Well, yeah, Mike, you get a. She gets a D100 because she got a crit, so something crazy
Yeah.
can happen.
Yep.
Yeah, you used 21 right there.
Sorry.
It's there.
I don't see it.
21.
Oh, I didn't see
it
it.
was
Weird.
rolled. It was rolled to me.
Oh, okay, I was like, what?
I don't know how, but okay.
That's all right. It got to me. So yeah, it's just the 24 damage. Yeah. All right, good deal. Almost forgot. And then you do an additional 7. You come across it again with your short sword for 7 points of damage. Because
Amazing cover.
my daughter is scolding me for having coffee at 8:50 at night.
It's gonna ruin your sleep schedule. Jeez.
Josh is old man. He has to be careful.
my 14-year-old daughter scolding me. Anyway, Merrick, well done, and that's going to bring us to Otar.
I am going to lay into this thing, and I'm going to use 2 Moxie points to take 3 extra attacks.
Oh shit!
That's good.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
not good. That's not good. That last one's good. And as part of my dread hand, I get to re-roll my first miss. So, I believe 3 of those hit.
3 hit. And
So-
give me a D100 for the first crit.
Okay. Quickly do the damage.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh no.
63.
Punch
That
its
not for
dick
you.
straight up.
You do triple damage.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh,
So that's a lot of damage. 30.
Triple damage just for that
One.
Yeah.
that crit attack.
So max damage on that would be 10. 10 plus 4 is going to be 14. 14 tripled is
my God.
something.
42.
42. And then on my first attack, I deal an extra 3 necrotics. So an extra 9 necrotic. And then 15 damage for the other 2.
That last hit, you the first punch, you catch it right in the rib cage, and as you do that, you hear the cracking of the bones as you see pieces of the actual bone rip through their skin in the opposite direction that the ribs are supposed to be facing, as you see bits and pieces fall to the ground. Hunched over slightly from just the sheer force of the punch, you hit him 2 more times. Once in the side of the head, and then the last one you come down over the top and you smash at the back of its head down as it goes limp and no longer moves.
Fuck. Okay, then I'm going to give Cora some advantage on her next attack. And remove her here.
Yeah,
Trail
triple
behind
damage.
me.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of the crit tables. It gives me body parts that may or may not be removed, plus exceptional damage. All right. So with that brings us back to Andre.
I'll try to do better this time and not do nothing. I will. How undead do these guys look?
I mean, on a scale of what is the scale that we're measuring that on?
So are they on the scale of, regular old human, or definitely going to heal when I do my necrotic damage to them?
All right. So, so they have most undead. They don't have any sort of true intelligence. They basically follow commands. These, however, they seem to have intelligence, a gleam of it still within them, as if they can act independently.
So I definitely chill touch them. God fucking damn it. Well, roll your d20. Or do I have to roll a d100?
You get a 12. You didn't roll a 1, so that
Well,
is,
but I don't have advantage or anything. I don't have any advantage.
you have an advantage because of Clover.
Do I? She's behind me, though. I'm in between them.
Oh.
I'm not trying to help your case, City, but
Sorry, I was looking at the tokens wrong. You look so undead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Roll me. Give me a D100.
Nice. That's definitely going to be really bad for me.
66.
Unless you have inspiration.
It's fine. I'll just let it happen. Hopefully, I die.
Undead can't.
I'm not undead, you assholes.
What?
Yeah, maybe you take necromancy yourself.
What weapon do you have in your hand?
My dagger.
All right. So as you go to cast it, you throw your arm to the side, and unfortunately, your fingertips just they go numb with the spell, and you drop the dagger as it skitters away from you off to the side. It is, yeah, it's over here by the stone.
I don't even want the dagger. It's dead to me. And because things are obviously going terribly and I'm probably going to die, I don't even have a fucking move.
Each category of type of weapon or fumble, each one has its own G100 chart.
I can't really do anything. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. All right, Cora.
Yeah. It is time for me to attack.
It is.
And you
All right.
advantage against me.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yep.
Clubber Lang for 7.
All right. You. All right, you do 7. Sorry to find the right enemy's hit points, but you do 7 points as you bring that mace down on top of it. Well done. Anything else?
The fucker's still alive?
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, I'm done.
All right. Corbin.
Okay. Man.
That is definitely a hit this time. All right, you club it for 9 points of damage with Excalibur. I feel dirty even saying that. But you catch it right in the midsection as it
Oops, forgot to take that one away.
were it alive, that may very well drop it to its knees, but being undead, it does not.
And I gained 8 HP back.
There you go. Good deal. All right. And Clover.
Oh, and I also gain 4 temporary HP.
All right. So next time you get hit, you'll take the first 4 points of damage off of that.
Yeah, because I have hearty meals. Hearty meals.
Clover.
Are we ready? I thought he was finishing his stuff up.
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Would it be an action or a bonus action to reach over and hand the piece of orange cake Corbin gave me earlier to Andre?
All right. Nice. So, Gorbit, if you want to go ahead and roll the hit points for that, see what he gets back, since you have it on your sheet.
That'd be 7.
All right, Andre, you get 7 points of healing from a piece of orange cake that
Nice.
And 4 temporary.
that Clover stuffs in your mouth. Eat this.
Clover makes cake too.
And then I have 2 bonus, you said?
4 temporary.
For temporary? Okay.
Was that a bonus action from Clover?
Yeah, is it an action or a bonus action?
Via what the spell, quote unquote spell, says it's a bonus action.
I would say you're specialized in cooking and serving. I would say that's something very specific to your class.
Okay.
For Clover, I would say that would be an action. However, Clover, if you have anything you want to do as a bonus action, you can absolutely do that.
I would like to disengage and hide behind Vika.
All right, absolutely. You
How
do so.
How big is?
Very big.
Bigger than me. And that's what counts.
The size of Vika is correct. All right, and with that, they are going to attack. All right. All right, Vika gets slashed. It throws one attack at Merrick and misses, and then throws a second attack at Vika. Vika takes 10 points of damage. And Andre. Make an attack of opportunity against it.
Okay. Well, I can't.
Well, you don't have a weapon in your hands.
I'm not punching it. I'm definitely not punching it. It was
Okay.
just something to do with my hand.
All right. Absolutely. And if you wanted, you said something about healing yourself before. I don't know how.
I don't have heals. I can't.
Okay. I didn't think you did, but. All right. So he misses. All right. He does hit you, unfortunately, one time with a claw for 7 points of damage.
Got it.
All right. Whew. Andre's looking pretty rough.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I put the wrong number in, but yeah, I'm looking pretty bad though.
All right. Good deal. And Corbin, your AC?
17.
All right. He hits you twice. This is. Well, I'm rolling for a character. Whew. All right. You get hit for 14 on the first hit. And on the second hit, you get hit for 12.
I'm down.
All right. That's what I thought. All right. Corbin drops, slashed across his chest, once, and then the final slash catches him across the open neck as his lifeblood pours out before him. All right. And the one at the bottom. That's ineffective. All right. Cora. He rears back and he crits you.
Cool.
Hold on. Let's see. This is probably not going to be very good. All right, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Fuck.
That's good.
I'll brush you off, fucking Lynn.
All right, so you take. He catches you across the throat with with one of his attacks for 21 points of damage.
18.
All right, slashes you. Your benefit of damage reduction is the only thing that saves you from going down. You're bleeding profusely. You are in desperate need of medical attention, as you could feel the pulsing of the blood pouring out of your wound.
Which character?
You had one left before her reduction.
Yes, and I have 4.
Yeah, as you feel it, and each round you're going to lose an additional 1 hit point just from bleeding.
So what's the good news?
Well, the good news is you're not dead. He only hit you once.
Oh.
That. There you go.
What?
All right, and so the other one's dead. So, Evie, that is going to bring us to you.
Okay, so as she sees Gorban drops, she drops the weapons she's holding. So she drops Big Yasal and the short sword, and in her hand appears a big fuck off black sword, and she swings that fucker.
Wow, that is definitely going to hit.
We're about to find out. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, 15 psychic.
Well, we're about to find out. Yes. They are not immune. So, yeah, you do 15. That's on that one. All right, you blast it as you see it shakes its head. One hand actually goes up and grabs hold of the skull that is placed upon its head. It's shaking its head as you apparently done some sort of damage to it. All right. Well done. Anything else you want to do before you?
That's it for me.
All right. Well done. At the bottom of the screen, your Valkron, you see he finishes off the Wendigo in front of him as it collapses to the ground. And he is going to... All right, he moves, casting a quick glance at the barrier. He skirts past it as that is his turn. So, Merrick.
All
right, 20 is definitely going to hit. And with that, Vika finishes off that first guy. And it would help if... All right, and drop down to that guy. All right, 21 is going to hit. 9 damage. All right, well done. You pierce it, drop down. You get it in the side as you come up, and you and Vika flank it. All right. And that's your full turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Brings us back to Otar.
I'm not attacking twice.
Do I? Fuck. Okay, Gorbun, I'll save you whenever this thing is dead. I'm gonna attack this thing twice.
Hit.
And then I get to re-roll my first miss because of Dread Hand. Oh, wait, and I get advantage, sorry. So, 19 and 18 for the first one. 17 and 14 for the second one. So I believe, does a 17 hit?
Yes, 17 does.
So in total, that's going to be 7 bludgeoning, 5 bludgeoning, and then 3 necrotic, if necrotic does anything.
Sorry, that's total of 12 plus 3. Am I correct?
Yeah, because necrotic, yeah, I get an extra 3 necrotic because my shroud. So
Gotcha.
in total, 15 if necrotic
15.
does damage.
Okay, cool. All right. You hit it twice. You do some damage to it. And yep, the necrotic does hurt it.
Good.
All right. Goes against what you would think, but that's all right. Andre.
All right, my turn. Now that I know disengage is an action, definitely going to do that. And I'm going to disengage, and let's calculate the maximum distance I can fuck off. Ah, yes. Let me go hang out in this tree over here.
All right.
And I don't... Do I have any bonus actions that might be useful? Action. Cool. I don't have any awesome bonus actions I want to use, so I'm going to just chill in this tree, guys, and cheer you on.
All right. And with that brings us back to Cora.
All right. I am going to can I stop this bleeding with lay on hands? Even
Yes.
just 1 point?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to do so as that's a bonus action, I think, to use lay on hands. And
Lay on hands is an action, sadly.
it is. You're a dick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to attack and die.
You know, that's only bad the first time.
Matter was dead. So
Lay on hands. Let's see.
I think she's laying on.
As an action. Yeah. Wow. You would think that's well, it doesn't matter, but 26 you crit. You want to roll the D100?
Sure. So 10 damage for one-handed, and what's the bonus? Oh, it's another 10, right? So it's 20, 23. I don't know, something like that. All right. God damn it! How come when you alt tab things get fucked up? There we go. How about a 5?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to be anything special. However, that amount of damage is enough to end this one as it collapses to the ground. And you also take 1 additional point of damage from bleeding.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Do I think to stop it, or does it keep going?
it's going to keep going until you're healed or somebody uses medicine. It'll have to be one of those actions.
Okay, that's fine.
What about the bandages that Merrick has?
By the time he gets
Yeah,
to me, he just stops
I mean,
attacking.
he would have to. There would have to be a medicine check as an action, and then that would absolutely, because Merrick can heal a small amount of damage with the bandages. So
This bandage, kinda.
It's really not worth it tactically, but role playing, if you wanted to do that, it's cool.
all right, and Gorman, I need a death save.
Corbin's down? Did I miss that?
Yeah, Gorbin's down.
Oh, that is 1 failed save. All right.
Oh yeah, Captain.
So Gorbin bleeds more. All right, Clover.
I am going to. Now, I know this ruler says I can get over there, but that's strictly on a diagonal, so I feel like that's bullshit.
No, absolutely. Just think of it like if you were. Yeah, I mean, if it was real life, you can run diagonal. There's nothing that says you have to run in a square pattern.
All right, works for me. It's just not necessarily the way the game's designed.
Yeah,
No.
it's not necessarily, but I allow. What's up?
Sorry, I just spoke over you. Is it okay if I use my move? I didn't know Gorbin was down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. Okay.
I'm gonna head right.
Yep. And so, Clover, as you get there, Gorbin is bleeding out on the ground. What is it that you do?
Medicine check to stabilize a person is like a thing in the rules that no one does, right?
Yeah, you could absolutely do that. Well done. Gorbin, you are saved. You no longer need to make death saving throws. However, you still are unconscious. All right. And as you look over, you see Cora is holding a wound on her neck. And through her fingers, you see blood spurting out as apparently she has a very similar wound to Gorbin. All right.
Yeah, it'll be my turn.
All right. And that'll bring us to Evie. Actually, I'm sorry.
Not their turn
Evie.
first. I was just
Yep,
deciding whether
them
to be
first.
honest or not.
Yep. Nope. I realized it as I said that. Edie, the guy in front of you, he turns and takes 2 swipes at you. However, there's not a chance in hell either of those are going to hit you. What is your
I
AC?
hit at him. 17.
Yeah, he didn't hit. Merrick, the guy down near you, he turns, slices at you once with his claws for 11 points of damage.
All right.
All right, and all right, that's all of them. So yeah, Evie, you're up now.
So Evie's eyes just erupt, and then she's gonna burn some sorcerer points and use a mixture of quicken spell and green flame blade to attack twice with the shadow sword,
2
which
awesome hits. Wow.
can do 25.
All right. 25. All right. Rage building within you. You cut across it twice with that shadow sword. You feel the depths of the shadows pulling at you as you slice through it, absorbing the energy into that shadow sword as the Wendigo in front of you collapses into a heap of bones.
I'm going to spit on his body.
All right. Well done. And that brings us back to Merrick with the...
Oh, I will just move as well. So
You what?
I'll move as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. This... Valkyrin comes up and where are my D4s? All right, Cora, you feel a hand touch your shoulder, and you feel a burning but comfortable burning energy flow into you, and you can take 11 points of healing.
Right on.
As you see the dark-skinned elf Valkyrin nods at you. You're covered in your own blood, but you are no longer bleeding profusely.
Awesome.
All right, and and Merrick, I see your rolls there. So 22,
Yeah.
that is a hit. Does she attack twice?
No.
Okay.
It just.
That's
it's
okay.
on-
All right, and that guy's down. All right, the 12 points of damage wounds it, and it's going to have to make a save. It passes its save, so it does not get knocked. And okay, so short sword for that's a hit, and you do an additional 8. All right, well done. It's still standing, as this one did not have as many hit points taken from it yet, but it is not doing very good. And that is going to bring us to Otar.
Otar is first going to go run over to Gorbun, and as Gorbun is snoring, he's just going to place his hand in Gorbun's mouth, and the blood that's there from the bones which he cracked is just going to flow into Gorbun's mouth. As Gorbun, you heal for 3. As I'm going to use healing hits.
All right.
And then as a bonus action, the blood that's still culminating in his hand is going to form into a ball, and I'm going to throw an Eldritch Blast at this one.
Corbin starts licking your hand.
All right, 15 just misses. It's just able to duck out of the way of the blast. Whether it was intentional or not, you're not sure, but narrowly misses.
Good to know.
All right, and Andre, it is now your turn.
Sweet.
That tree is doing really well.
You
You're
know,
protecting
is
it
it? I'm
nicely.
really how is its health doing? You know, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty healthy.
Nobody knows aggro on or anything I have to worry about. All right.
No, it's doing well.
So I guess I can help out Merrick then. With my tree safe. So I'm gonna shoot a fire bolt at it.
Don't worry, Andre.
Noah?
We still respect you.
Let's see the damage.
10. 10 fire.
10. All right. You blast it. Does damage. It's looking injured, but it is not down yet. All right. Anything else there, Andre? Movement?
Negative.
All right.
I don't need to move. The tree's fine.
Okay. Cora.
All right. Now I noticed that Gorbin is good, and I think everybody else in that section is good. Going to jog over here. Double move.
Okay.
End my turn.
All right. Gorbin, you come to, you're still laying on the ground. You have a kind of a coppery taste in your mouth, but you're alive. You see the dark-skinned elf Vulcan, Clover, and Otar looking down at you as you lay there.
All right. Know it? Do I know that Otar put his blood in my mouth?
Nope.
No, but you do see the skeletal wings coming over Otar.
I would since this is the only time since this is the only time this will come up. I would like to use my gourmet senses to figure out what this taste is.
It is blood.
What is it? Because I know the taste of blood from eating lots of hearts.
Yeah.
Is this normal blood, or is it like some kind of weird blood?
So
does it somehow taste radiant?
Otar,
No.
it's definitely not radiant, right?
Or
No,
aquatic?
definitely
You
not
know,
radiant.
I haven't eaten a dead thing before, but
Just reminds you of the food from the abyss. I'll say that.
okay, there we go. Okay, that's good. I just wanted to have a little extra knowledge of Otar. I guess I'll get up with half my movement. And I mean, yeah, I guess I'll just eat a cake.
Okay.
Because there's no way. Yeah, that's great. I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4 temporary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, Clover.
I am going to shoot the last guy standing.
All right, you hit. The arrow studs solidly into its form. Doesn't drop it, but good hit. Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
sneak attack. Thank you. Ooh.
He dead.
Sneak attack is better than
And
actual shot.
yeah, and that is correct. He is indeed dead with the sneak attack damage. Nice. That was the exact amount of hit points that he had. Well done. You guys dropped the remaining Wendigo. Bloody, battered, beaten. You guys kind of stand around. You see the... Go on to...
Evie runs over to Gorbin and she's like, "What'd you let him hit you for, you clumsy fucker?"
Yes. Who expects to be attacked by a fucking demon deer? Who the fuck sees that coming? Plus, I don't know if you look at me and look at you. I put down to 3 feet shorter than me. I'm kind of fucking big. I'm an easy target. Plus, I'm fucking delicious.
You need to start bobbing and weaving.
Skeletal wings protract back into Otar's skin, and the eyes go back to normal.
All right.
Yeah, we're
so
gonna talk about that. That's fucking weird. But okay.
That's fucking cool.
2 opposite sides of the spectrum. That's fucking weird. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. So with the last Wendigo collapsing to the ground, you see the magical energy slowly fizzles as the form of the oracle collapses to the ground within that stone circle. And she lays there unmoving.
Check for injury.
Other than what would probably be bumps and bruises from the fall that she just took, she was floating a little bit off the ground. You don't see anything that resembles a wound. You can make a medicine check to get more information if you like. All right. There is no pulse.
Could a lay on hands for a point?
You can add. Well, she's not just unconscious. She's dead.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't fix that.
Can't fix it. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. Hey, he is not with us anymore.
However, as you're bending down to take a look at her, you see a small stone that was gripped within her palm lays on the ground. Looks just like a small gray stone, square or rectangular in shape.
I'm guessing when I tried to, like, invade thoughts, I heard nothing.
Yeah.
Can I sort of transfer that to the stone? Can I try and sort of get my mind into the stone?
Nothing happens.
Well, suppose we should take her to Queen Titania.
I'll pick up the stone.
I'll take her out.
So you pick up the stone. It is a rune stone. Best way to describe it is basically if you had an arrow, an upward pointing arrow, if you take off the left-hand side of the pointer part on the top, basically a backwards 7. That's what it looks like. However, when you picked it up, it was backwards. You couldn't see the rune on it, so the rune is face down.
Does it register as like anything? Since I have the mace, could I read it, or is it magic?
It's not magical. I would.
Is it a spell?
I would roll. It would actually most likely be a religion check. All right.
Can I roll for that too?
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So combining your information, it is indeed symbol of Laguz. It is a common rune used by some of the more, at least in Cora's opinion, uncivilized folk. Yep. Exactly. And so, Clover, what you can add to it that Cora wouldn't necessarily know is that it was face down. So basically, typically that has a negative connotation. Together you put it together that it could refer to bad decisions, fear, madness, or despair. And there are other meanings for it as well. It varies. Oddly, because it was the only stone set here, it's hard to.
It doesn't mean much.
It doesn't mean much, exactly. Yeah, like you know the possible meanings, but the fact that she was holding just this one stone, you find it odd.
Well, Valkyrin, that's your name, correct?
Yes. He's kneeling down next to the body of the Oracle. He has his head bowed.
Do you think that Queen Titania can do anything about this?
You see, he takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. Unfortunately, no. Once they are gone, we seldom bring them back. It is part of nature, part of the course of events. The Oracle most likely knew of this. That stone you found perhaps has some sort of meaning. There's a reason that it fell from her hands.
Do we know what the large vortex that was around her was?
Who are you asking? Him or
Valkyrin and the rest of the party?
Valkyrin shakes his head. Some evil sort of magic. Nothing
Andre.
I'm in my tree. I'm not coming down. I actually started climbing the tree. I was at the base before, but now I'm in top. I'm just kidding. All right, what you got?
We're here to talk about evil magic. What do you know about this vortex?
You know, I'm a very
roll
untrained magic, but I'll try.
Josh, did you get my message?
No. Oh, yes, I did. Yep. I got you.
Nice.
Cool.
You got
So
it.
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just a smart person.
All right. Well, good roll there, Andre. So, it was definitely some sort of necrotic energy, which would in fact tie in with Cora's observation that there were no apparent injuries. It appears as if the life force was pulled from her. However, there are two parts to it. There was the dark necrotic energy, and at the same time, you felt that there was a transference of that energy to somewhere else.
Interesting. Yeah, I tell the group, like, it seems that whatever magics were used on her simply drew the life out of her, and potentially as a catalyst for another spell somewhere else.
It's not good. Do you recognize these fuckers? And I'm gonna go look at one of the Wendigo.
What happened over here? Is she dead? Sorry, I was doing something.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah, pretty dead.
Do you recognize them, Andre?
No. These are definitely not things I'm aware of at all, because I wouldn't have been that close to it for that long if I knew.
Would I know what they are?
Let me check the description on them real quick.
I'll go to some trees and start gathering some firewood.
There's no need. I cast Prestidigitation, create a fire. It's truly not that hard.
Let's see.
I can do it all night.
That's a dude, correct?
They were indeed undead. However, they're intelligent undead, which generally speaking leads you to the list of like vampires and wights and things of that nature, more powerful beings. Where it came from, they are definitely not natural within the Feywild. However, there are rumors and children's tales of those. Basically, they're considered shapeshifters, but there are definitely tales of them throughout the Nord mythology. Again, it's believed to have been just tales told to children so they didn't stray too far from the villages.
I hate when the children get too far from the village.
So they are undead, right?
Yes, you would not want to eat these.
Yeah, that's my question.
I mean, there's like taut skin and bone, very little actual flesh.
Not much to eat.
No.
However, they could be soup stock.
And unicorns are just a common thing here.
In the Fae, yes.
Do you guys like look? You would notice that the horn is gone.
Okay. Good.
If you looked over at the unicorn, you would definitely notice his horn's gone.
Well, from the angle, you wouldn't necessarily notice that. I mean, you literally have to go over and inspect it. But upon getting right up next to it, you would see it.
I was just going by like the angle, like
yeah. Well, I mean, you got to figure if you flip the map to where it's flat, where you guys are standing up.
Okay, yeah,
look
that's
over.
fair. Yeah, there's a rock there. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. So, with that said,
You should take the heart.
so let's. Well, if you guys are apparently role playing, so let's go around the table. Let's start with Clover. Anything you want to say or do?
Can I roll a history check to see what I know about the Oracle?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know this bitch. Never met her.
No, I mean you know her, you know of her. Basically she can see into the future. You're not 100% sure on everything that she does. Everything is really kind of kept secret at a higher level than you, perhaps mainly by the Queen Titania.
Are runes like a Feywild thing? Or is that more a Nord thing?
You can go ahead and roll that history at advantage. All right. That is Nord. It is not Feywild. You know, and putting two and two together, you actually know that she does not require runes. She had visions. That was how she foretold the future. The fact that she is holding the rune stone says something. What, you're not sure, but it means something.
Cool. If I can do anything else, I'd like to just look around to see if there are any more around.
If you want to do investigation check, sure.
Because solo runes are weird.
Okay, no.
All right. So, being smaller, you're paying attention much more to the fine detail. It appears that the Eldrin, they were slaughtered by these beasts prior to your arrival. Each one of those, I mean, they're just much a very similar death or wound as what both Cora and Gorban had, slash across the neck. These, however, were unable to heal themselves. But beyond that, there is something missing, however. There is usually a altar or a small dais at the center of the circle of stones, typically for offerings and religious ceremonies. The entire thing has been removed. And it's not even apparent until you just all of a sudden you're like, wait, what's wrong? 22. Yeah, it's a pretty decent roll there. All right, so with that, we will go ahead, and if you have anything else, just hold it for a few moments. Andre, anything else you like to do? RP?
No, I feel like I don't know enough about these guys to want to mess with them, and anything I do to the body here might be seen as desecration, so I'm not gonna do anything. Kind of just observe and see how people are reacting to the situation. Most importantly, keeping an eye on our guide, I guess.
Yeah, Volkrin. If you want to, I guess, roll an insight check, I can.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how he's reacting to the situation. Whether this is like an expected thing for him or something like that, or like an actual tragedy. So, never mind. He's
he's pretty straightforward. Yeah. No, actually, he's very guarded. He's really unaccustomed to the facial features on this race. Seems like he may be Eldarin. However, he's some sort of offshoot. He's not quite. They're not known for the dark skin. He needs to. Nice. All right. Anything else you would like to take a look at, or?
Nope, that's it for me. Like I said, I'm just kind of observing at this point.
All right. Good deal. All right. And Gorban, I know what you've already done. That's fine. Anything else you'd like to do?
Do I know if like my belief system like goes down in the Fae?
If your belief system what?
Like if I rip this lady's heart out, is that cool?
No, it would not be.
Okay. I wanted to know if my belief system was cool in the Feywild.
No, not quite. This is a revered and honored individual. So, no, that is not necessarily acceptable.
I just wanted to make sure before I like rip this lady's heart out in front of like her brother.
Yeah, that would probably be a bad thing.
That's why I asked first.
Yeah. All right.
Could I do an insight check on this guy?
Sure thing.
Just like walk over to him, like put my hand on his shoulder, see how he is. Yeah.
He seems to be legitimately distraught by the fact that the Oracle is no longer. He's investigating basically what he's kneeling down, and he's basically preparing her body to take her back to the to Queen Titania. But it's like anything more specific you want to know?
Like, is he like, I knew this day would come? Like this, like, does he seem surprised? Like, oh shit, this shouldn't have ever happened. He's like, oh, these guys, I knew they were coming.
Yeah. And okay, so with that, he doesn't seem horribly surprised, but he does seem upset by the fact that this occurred.
Yeah. Okay. kind of what I was going for. Like this was a tragedy, but like it was not like
I knew.
I never saw this. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you could see. I mean, it wasn't like there's no shock. There's just sadness.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Cool. And I'll help him then. I'll help him
Okay.
prepare the body.
Okay.
And then
All right.
I'll carry her for you if you would like.
It's funny. I thought Merrick already had her, but
I didn't know. I didn't know I was because he said he was preparing the body, so I didn't know.
Basically, it's just there's like a blanket or a sheet that they're basically just gonna pick her up and carry her back to the queen.
Yeah, eventually.
He'll accept your assistance.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That's all I want to do.
Cool. Otar.
I'm just gonna ask the party: are we sleeping here? Or are we going back to the queen?
I think we should get out of this place. Yeah, we're surrounded by the bodies of these weird and dead creatures. I reckon we should get out of here.
Let's all take one of the bodies so we can bury it back at the queen.
My opinion actually matters for once. I say we should stay. Gorbin doesn't look so good.
I mean,
All right.
I'm fine with either.
I can make it back. I'll live till then. We need to get out of this fucking place away from all this death.
Gorbin, you take the hornless unicorn over there.
Do you want me to take the whole fucking body?
I don't know. Apparently, fucking animals can talk here.
I mean,
I'm just gonna go over to this guy or girl. I'm not sure, and I'm just gonna, hold her delicately and just start to cast precipitation shit to clear out my wounds.
Okay. Absolutely. All right, Merrick and Vika.
I guess I'm not up there. I'm just on the side. I'm done.
Okay. All right, you start heading back.
No, I'm just over the side.
I'm sorry, you what?
No, I didn't say I was leaving.
Oh,
Just stepping on the side there.
Okay. Sorry. All right. And anything you particularly want to do or no?
No, that already got canceled, so I'm good.
Okay. All right, Evie.
I walk over to Rika and I don't know, just try to work her out. Do I reckon she'd accept like an arm scratch? Or does she look like stay the fuck away from me?
Roll insight. You're not exactly comfortable reaching your arm out to the beast that could probably tear it from its socket. Yeah, you're not sure, so you'd rather not risk the limb. Although Vika is absolutely beautiful.
she's like wagging her tail, sitting there adorably. You're like, oh, fuck this.
I don't know what that means. All right. That it, Evie?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. And lastly, Cora.
I'm gonna walk up to yonder wolf and just heal her for a point. Let it bite me.
All right. You heal Vika for 1 point. Well done. Vika accepts it. Soft. All right. And
Pack my shit, go.
all right. So with that, if there's nothing else anybody wants to do,
I just kind of yell out for everybody who can take a body, if you're able to.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm carrying the whole fucking unicorn.
You're carrying the horse. All
I
right.
asked Merrick if he needs some help with the oracle.
I don't have her. Everybody else does.
Valkyrin is going to take the oracle if nobody else is.
Okay.
You already had her.
Who had her? She was
Valkyrin.
still. Okay. Either way, you guys make your way back to the queen. And upon laying the body of the oracle down, you see the queen kneels down beside the body. She lays a gentle hand upon the corpse. You see a tear trickle down her cheek and falls to the ground. And where it lands, you see a flower spurt up from the ground there. Just a small sprout, but you can see a tiny little flower appear. She turns to your group and she says, "Thank you very much for your assistance. There's little we could have done."
Sorry we couldn't do more.
Second. All right, so as you guys are there within that clearing, you see all of the fey creatures there. They're all, whereas before they were kind of all doing their own things, and they seem to be enjoying themselves at this point. The mood seems to be somber as the body of the oracle sits before Queen Titania. She foresaw this. I'm sure of it. She didn't try to avoid it. That is her way. Unfortunately, that puts me in a difficult situation.
What situation do you mean?
Our dealings with the other courts, the Winter Court.
Who is she?
She was the Oracle. She had the ability to foresee future outcomes. Rarely did we use them to our advantage, but at times they did assist in difficult matters.
So, do you know why she would rush to her death?
What can you tell me about her death? I see no wounds.
She was held within a field, some sort of energy.
Yeah. Andre said it was some sort of
once the undead around her were slain, the field disappeared and the stone fell out of her hand.
A stone?
I would pull the stone out.
Okay. You pull it out, and that's...
Yeah, it was face down.
That is odd. That is not something particularly used by her, but I do have knowledge of these. They're used by some of the people from your place. The Nords.
Well, it wouldn't be too surprising to think that the terrible events happening on both sides are potentially related.
I just can't imagine why the attempt was on her.
Maybe they fear her sight.
Perhaps. Perhaps the answer lies in the rift. I don't know. Were she here and available, I would ask her. But events as they are. Please, feel free to rest. You've been wounded.
Do you have some type of thing you can find to help this, or any clues, or?
Sorry, I only caught part of what you said. Any what?
Does she have a type of dwelling that we could look at, or?
The Oracle?
Yes. Yeah. Like, was she a part of this area? Or living on like a hut in the mountain or something?
No, she is what is considered an archfey. She was powerful, very powerful. She did have a home of sorts. Perhaps if you are up to it, you could investigate that.
I look toward the group, like, raise an eyebrow.
There's no need. I mean, if Falcon wants to, they're siblings, correct?
Nope.
Well, I don't think it's our place to go explore this home. I suppose it might be better if one of the Fae did it, as we are newcomers.
She nods. I nod.
But, do you, by any chance, know where Zentra is? And have questions to ask her about something? I've been looking for a place to practice my art, and I'm wondering where the best artists are here.
Artists?
Yes.
As
you can probably tell this is a lie, but
I like how we came back with dead bodies. I really need to go paint.
I have +2 deception, but she's literally God, so I'm assuming that she can tell this is a lie.
Yeah, you can choose her as actually one of your
patrons.
Patrons, thank you. Yes. We have many artists, but what is it you truly seek?
I've been looking to get a tattoo, actually. And
well, of course. You see, she calls out to one of her, excuse me, one of her being the people within the court. Oh, man, sorry. Harper. You see a fawn come over. Has bags and jars within some of those bags. They clink as he comes over. You see, oh my god. Sorry, he sees has paint splattered on some of his hands. Yes, my queen. And says this one here wishes some of your artwork on his body. Says, of course, my queen. An honor for sure. And the fawn bashfully, it's a male. He's I mean, you're hard to determine, but you think he looks like he's probably middle-aged or so. And he's yes, right this way. I am Tal.
Tall. Toll.
Tal.
Tal. Well, it's good to meet you, Tall. I have some ink, if you would be willing to use mine instead of yours.
I suppose. Let us see. And he leads you off to what looks like a stone table with benches carved out of it. All right. And meanwhile, you may investigate as you will. You have my blessing here. I need to know why they were here. Recent abductions, my people within my realm going missing. If it is all related, I need to know, and I need to know who is responsible. As you see a flash of primordial anger within her eyes as she says that. Although her voice stays calm and mellow throughout. Now, we shall have a ceremony for the oracle. You may rest as you will. Take care of that which you need taken care of. Tal will be able to assist you further should you need anything else. Although currently he is assisting your other friend. In the meantime, I must see to other matters. I shall return. And with that, you see a centaur walk over. He bends down, gently picking up the body of the oracle, and following the queen, carries her off into the woods. All right. So with that, what are you guys taking care of now? If you like, we can go around again. And that would bring us. That'll bring us to Clover.
Do you want to help me get some information?
Yeah, you don't have to do this individually. If you want to team up with another individual, that's absolutely fine. I just want to know in advance. That's all.
Yeah, I'll help Gorban with whatever he's gonna do.
Okay. All right, then we'll skip over Gorban. What is it that you are doing?
I want to go talk to Valkyrin. Is he around, or do you leave with the queen?
Nope, he is still around. He's sitting within the shadows of a nearby oak tree.
Evie will be with Gorban and Clover.
Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Anybody else want to join them?
Come on, Andre. You're very persuasive.
Yeah, but I think Andre kind of wants to seek out their spellcasters.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So we'll go through Clover and company first, and then we'll move on to you, Andre.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys approach.
As we're approaching, I just go to Gorban. What's the angle?
He knew this was going to happen. He's not surprised. He knew that those things were going to attack.
Okie dokie.
I want to see what he know, why he knew that, and what else he knows is coming.
Okay, and the group of you approach, and he looks up. You see, he was just kind of absentmindedly strumming his lute. Yes, what is it you wish?
So, how long did you know that they were coming?
You looked awfully surprised.
He says, hey, you see a smirk. Not sure really what it means, but he says, I've known. I warned them.
You seem to be the more realistic side of this Feywild. Everything's very happy here, but you seem to be the more down-to-earth kind of man.
I'm originally from the Gloaming Court.
The what? I'm sorry.
Gloaming Court, or in other words, the Winter Court.
Oh, okay.
He says, that is where my origins lie. However, it's a story for another time, perhaps, but I am in Queen Titania's employ. I owe her.
And why is that?
She saved my life. I'll leave it at that. She saved my life. I owe her a life debt.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Many of my kind aren't so loyal, aren't so honorable, but myself I am. And looking at him, basically, when you're looking at him, he really resembles a dark elf, but he's not.
Weird.
He tells you he is. Where's my piece of paper?
Is he like a half?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I am a dusk Atriel. One of the firstborn elves.
Has everything so far seemed sincere?
You can make an insight check.
Can I join in on that?
Yeah, absolutely. You're both. And if Clover wanted to, I know she's tired, but she could do it as well if she wanted. Okay. So yeah. Yeah.
we both just sort of slowly look up at him. Well, I'm not speaking to Clover. That's what Evie does.
Yeah. Gorman, so basically you get the idea that, as far as you can tell, he's being legitimate.
Give a little nod.
You do get the sense that some of this is difficult for him to repeat, especially the part about owing a fate or owing the queen. It's almost as if it's a debt.
Is he like embarrassed?
I wouldn't say embarrassed as much as it's not necessarily what he wants to do with his time.
Oh, okay. So he's begrudgingly here.
I mean, he's repaying the debt. Feels that he has to, begrudgingly, I guess. It's probably the best way to put it.
He's like, well, by my code, I have to fucking be here.
Yep. Okay. So he's like, I knew of this. I warned the queen. I told her they were coming. I offered to protect. However, she said the Oracle refused.
So she knew she was going to die and wanted that to happen. Guessing to set off some greater events, I'm guessing?
Perhaps she was not very forthcoming with her information.
What a shitty order.
And that's what she did reveal. I had numerous meetings. However, they were always truthful. For sure, she foresaw her own end. But to the Fae, it is but the beginning of a new journey.
Yes, the circle.
I'm a little bit distraught. You'll have to excuse me.
I put my hand on his shoulder. It's okay. Here, this may help. I hand him a cupcake.
You hand him.
Yep.
Okay. He accepts your. He takes it. He says, "What is this?"
Let's see how delicious it is. It's really fucking delicious.
All right. So what is this?
It's where I'm from, we call it a cupcake. It is a pastry. It makes you feel better.
It is like a cake in a cup.
You see, he smells it, gives a nod of appreciation, and
it's dark chocolate to fit with his aesthetic.
All right, so he takes a bite, and then, with a look of astonishment, he continues to eat until it's completely devoured. He's like, that is delicious.
Thank you. It's a family recipe.
And is there anything else you wish?
Do you happen to leave these realms often? You go to the what's our realm called?
It's, I mean, really, as far as planes are concerned, I mean, really, it's the prime material plane.
Okay. Have you ever been? Do you know of the abyss?
Yes, of course.
I lifted up my which shoulder was it on? Yeah, my left sleeve, so you can see the rook. Do you happen to know what this is?
That's a game piece, is it not?
It is. I didn't know if you knew more than that. I was marked with this a long time ago.
Stalwart defense. It's many meanings. Martial, for sure. Shouldn't you know the meaning since it's on you?
Well, I wasn't giving it. It wasn't given to me willingly.
Nods.
You seemed like a edgy fellow, so I didn't know if you would know about the darker sides.
Yeah, like his theme music when he enters the room is like Raining Blood by
Imagine like anytime we see him, it's like a lot of like Castlevania music.
Yeah, I was getting like Evanescence vibes off of him.
Yeah, he's a Slayer fan. But no, he I'm sorry, Clover, what was that again?
Oh no, I was just saying that Evanescence vibes was more what I was getting.
Yeah, he's kind of got that. He's kind of got that dark feeling to him, for sure. But yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Were the Oracle available? Perhaps she could tell you more. But shakes his head.
And what would they want to do with a unicorn? Why would they kill the unicorn? That seems weird.
I'm sure the unicorn was defending. They're not helpless beings, mind you. They're magical. Everything here in the Fae is magical to some extent. They killed her.
So do you know where these things came from?
Oh, for sure. Your realm. There's someone or something there. He says, I might as well tell you. No sense in hiding it since you know as much as you do thus far. There is an individual person, being, something, gathering energy, power, taking that from the living, particularly the Fae, and transferring it to themselves, perhaps to a vessel. We're not sure. But we do know it goes to your realm. That's why all of the gateways have been guarded. We saw you coming. We knew you of good intent, otherwise you would have been dead upon arrival.
Well, we know that somebody's been messing with undead, bringing things back to life. I'd kind of look over at Andre real quick.
I fucking knew it. I'm not even there.
I know you're not there. That's why I'm looking over at you.
I'm gonna betray you guys. I'm gonna do it.
Were you not dead?
I don't know.
Were you brought back to life?
The details are hairy.
Yeah, so it's, unless you give me more details otherwise, this is what I know.
I can't give you what I don't have, all right?
Exactly. So unless we know more, you're a dead guy.
I'm going to betray you guys at the last
moment. To be completely fair, you were just dead.
Shh.
As almost was Cora. So.
Don't let them catch on that I'm probably more dead than Andre ever has been.
Yeah, between you and fucking Otar, I'm not sure who the real zombie is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've literally died and come back to life. in the abyss. Like that's like the bad kind of necromancy. It's not like some cleric brought me back. No, that's definitely like I probably will eat brains at some point. I mean, I'm eating hearts. Let's just go with that.
All right. And so I'm going to switch out here for a moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just chatting a bit.
Yep. No, that's okay. You guys continue your conversation. And meanwhile, Andre.
Yep. So, yeah, I would like to, I would probably ask, not necessarily the queen, but like one of her aides potentially, because I don't want to like, I don't want to impose on her.
Yeah, she is actually currently not here. So
good, perfect. And I want to ask like one of her aides and like ask her like, is there any spellcrafters in here or spellcasters in this area that might be willing to answer some questions?
Yeah, you see there is. Take your pick. Who is it that you wish to speak to? There's some centaurs, satyrs, pixies. I mean, I
would like to
nymphs and dryads, etc.
Yeah, I think I would like to know talk to somebody that has like more innate spellcasting than any kind of studied, which in the Fae should be pretty normal. I feel like.
Okay. So actual spellcasting versus natural abilities.
Well, no, I want the other way around because I don't want like people that have studied to learn how to spellcast because that's not helpful to me.
Oh, yeah, because you're a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. You see Zentria standing off to the side. She definitely appears to be magical in some sense. Her eyes for sure, and from what you've understand, she can see both realms, and that doesn't necessarily seem to be something that would. Hey, it's definitely magical, and it doesn't seem like something that you could study to learn how to do.
Sweet, perfect candidate. Yeah, so I would go talk to her, and I would like after or I even know it's like does the sun even change here? Like a time of day? Like I don't even know. Like
nope. It never changes.
Yeah, so I just give her a greeting, and I'm like, would you mind answering a few questions about the arcane?
Of course. What is it you would like to know?
I was not born with these powers, and they're becoming more and more powerful within me, and I do not know exactly what they are doing to me, or nor how to control them exactly either.
Well, so what is it that you're looking for exactly?
I honestly do not even know myself. This was a situation I never expected to find myself in, and all I have is questions of what a question would be.
Well, I suppose if you haven't studied and the power just comes to you, then I suppose that makes you a sorcerer, but I'm not a sorcerer myself, but I mean, I guess it's kind of the same. And she says, well, you kind of just have to you feel the power come into you, and you just direct how it gets used.
Is there any because my power seems to be, and I like even like I kind of manifest my demon eyes a little bit.
Actually, before you could even do that, she replies, "Dark."
Yes, it seems to be. I don't know how to quite explain it myself, but
I see two.
Like shadowish in nature.
I see two of you. There's one in the lights, and there's one in the dark. The one in the dark holds the power. And she cocks her head to the side, looking at you. It's interesting. You're more interesting than some of the others, for sure.
Yes.
He points over at Otar getting a tattoo. That one. He has darkness swirling about him, but not like you. It's as if there are two of you.
I don't even know what to say to that. That would explain some things. Don't quite feel like myself anymore.
Well, it's confusing. I'll have to think on that, but I am not one for darkness. But I can see it.
Yep, my dog's moving now. Stop it, dog.
So do you have any more specific questions? You're very interesting to talk to.
No, it seems the one that would probably be able to answer my questions the best would be the ones who've led me onto this path.
Says your appearance. Well, this appearance. How did this come? I see the real you. It's still there. But this has overtaken what you were. As I said, there's this you, the one that walks within the darkness. And then there's the other you who still walks within the lights.
Do you think there's a way for me to return to the light?
Since I can see both of you, I wouldn't think that there isn't any, or I wouldn't think there's any reason you couldn't. If you still exist in both aspects, perhaps it is reversible.
That brings hope.
Far beyond anything that I can do, but it's an interesting question for sure.
Guess I'll be sure to get those answers when I find the ones who did this. But I guess a more an easier to answer question would be, is there anything here that would be able to help me control my powers a little bit better? Potentially, I guess, any magics you might have or be willing to sell or trade, such as scrolls or something?
Perhaps. Let me see what I can find for you. I'll be back in a little while.
Thank you so much.
And you see, energetically, she jumps up, basically out of Indian style, or and basically just jumps up and runs off. All right. And meanwhile, we have, let me see, Gormaner, we already went through. Otar, you're getting your tattoo.
Yep.
Do you want to PM me? Just tell me.
Yeah, sure. I'll PM you. I mean, it's up to you. Do you want me to PM you, or
you can put it in? You can. That's up to you. I don't know if you want a secret or if everybody's going to see it anyway.
Yeah, everybody's going to see it.
Then,
I'm going to tell him that I want almost like a bell on the back of my right hand, but a crack going down the middle of it, almost like the Liberty Bell.
Okay.
And then I will PM you the spell that goes along with it.
Cool. I think I already know, but okay.
Probably.
Oh, that is not what I was expecting.
Oh.
I was expecting Toll the Dead.
Oh.
Bell, Toll.
Not Toll the Dead. Well.
No, that's what I thought it was.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, absolutely. He follows your instructions and being magical in nature himself. He lays on a beautiful looking bell and blazoned upon your hand. All right. That is going to take quite some time for him to finish. He's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
But it is time, well, any tattoo, it is time consuming.
Yeah. I sent you the reason.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And so, Merrick, I see you and Cora had been having conversation. I've been following it a little bit. So, what would you like to do? And if Cora is going to be involved as well, that's cool.
Yeah, I just I don't know about that, but it's good we're all friends here.
No. That moment was crazy. So, I turned around. You were in that room with me, and you weren't supposed to be there. So I owe you my life.
Just don't go throwing it away then.
Surely you understand. At that moment, I was struck by a beast. You know what happens to people who are hit by beasts like that, right?
I've heard some tales, but that meant you gave up already?
Well, at that moment, who knows what would have happened if I changed into that creature. I probably would have finished you all off and woke up and not remembered a single thing. Nevertheless, it's a small matter. Think on it.
So are you still hurt from that last battle?
Yes. I am down to below half.
Let me do my measly little medicine. 4 points.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Are you injured?
Yeah, close to half.
I'll use the rest of my resource. You get 14.
Okay.
Where are we, Josh?
Sorry, I was muted. What's up?
Where are we?
Yeah, you're in that clearing with the stream and pool that you had been in, where you took that initial rest. That is where you returned to. The queen set off with some of her entourage to take care of the body of the oracle. She told you she would return, but you all looked like hell, and beat up and bloody as you all were. She told you all to rest.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm probably just gonna, get comfortable and proceed to get something to eat if there's something available and rest up.
Okay. Yep. Just as before, basically you clean yourself. I mean, your blood is all over your armor. However, you do see where the chain had been shredded on your upper arm. It is no longer shredded.
Wait, what? The armor regenerated?
I didn't fix it yet.
You don't know. You thought it got shredded. Perhaps it got underneath the armor itself. You're not sure, but it is no longer ripped to ribbons.
Who's got the detect magic?
You detected magic on it some time ago, and it didn't come up with
That's
anything.
me.
Right.
That's me.
FYI, Evie doesn't have detect magic anymore.
Oh.
Go, Evie. Nice job on the utility.
I can do it.
Who's that?
The cook.
Gorbin. Gorbin can do it.
Oh, okay. I'll hit you up later.
Yeah. So basically, Merrick and Cora, you guys have your conversation. You both sit down near that pool. You basically clean yourselves off. Merrick, as you sit there, Vika sits next to you, and basically, she sets her head down on your lap as you rest.
I'll just put her there. She was all right with Cora being next to us and everything.
Yeah, she's pretty much sitting between the two of you.
Oh, that's a terrible loot performance or liar. I think I broke a few strings.
I'm going to give you advantage due to the
just because he doesn't want to listen to your shit.
No, that's based on the fact of the surroundings, and you can hear Valkyrin playing his lute over not too far away, but you see he's absentmindedly strumming some strings as he's speaking with a few of your companions.
I try to match his chords, make it sound cool.
Exactly. You basically do. All right.
Awesome.
Anything either two of you would like to do in the meantime?
Not really.
Yeah, I would. Is this going to be a short rest, Josh? Or a long rest?
Well, if things go the way they went earlier, this will be another long rest.
Okay.
Time.
Depending, like I was going to say,
strangely here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it is always twilight here. Sun never sets. It never gets any brighter. It's very hard to tell how much time you've been here. It's just such a where you're at right now is such a relaxing atmosphere. You could have been sitting here for weeks and you wouldn't know. Basically, you take naps and it seems like it's like 5 minutes. You don't know, but you eventually, you guys are going to heal up. Let me check my list here. All right. Evie was in on that other conversation and Cora. So that anybody else have anything before we move on?
I'm good.
All right. So you guys continue to rest. You clean yourselves up. It's basically like a summer evening. It's spectacular here. After going through how much you've gone through in Elderholt and Havita and everything in between, this has come to be a night reprieve. But eventually, the queen comes back, escorted by her centaur, guardians. And she enters the glade. And Clover. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. She walks up to you. She says, I have discussed it with some of the others. I shall need your companions to head to the rift. There's something happening there that is related to what is happening in the land that you visited. Whatever is there, I need you to investigate. I can't send others. You're small enough. Traveling with companions from outside of our realm. You will go unnoticed, for sure.
As you wish, Your Majesty. We will go about this with the utmost care and try to do you proud.
I know you will. But for now, continue the rest. We shall have a feast in remembrance of the Oracle. And as she says that, there's a look of sadness in her face, but it's pretty quick in passing. And with that, basically you see a large table complete with chairs appears basically behind the party as you guys are sitting about taking care of different things that you guys have been doing. And you see it's covered with a silvery tablecloth. And you guys are invited to dine with the Queen.
Well, I guess we open her down.
My tattoo done at this point?
Yes, your tattoo is indeed done.
Yeah, then let's get going.
I would like to make a pie for the occasion.
All right, let's see your roll.
I serve a ton of food so you can make yourself a pie.
Delicious pie.
All right, it is a good pie.
Just like a nice fruit pie that from random fruits. I would figure out her favorite fruit and make a pie out of that. Whatever the Oracle's favorite fruit was. Make a pie out of that.
Yes, that blue fruit.
Oh, the same kind as the Queen?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Queen's favorite fruit. Yes. You don't know what the Oracle's was. You don't even know if the Oracle ate ever. Kind of an odd situation. You're not sure.
Blue fruit it is then.
Yeah, let's get to eating. Nom nom.
Eat up.
Nice. All right, Cora. Done up. You see some of the sylphs and nymphs. They assisted you in preparing. Eating. You critted on eating.
I feel like I might have wasted that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Let's see.
Otar is going to try and hide the fact that he's taking out the flasks and filling it with the flasks of Fey wine. Basically trying to get as much of this Fey wine to go as possible.
He's now 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
What a lad. Competitive eating style, definitely.
So you're like putting like 4 hot dogs in your mouth at once and chugging it down with water.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys continue. You guys eat and celebrate. Otar, as you go to like fill up your water skins, you actually find a small cask of Feywine in your belongings.
What the hell? Oh my god, I love this place. Fuck. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I just had to look out to nobody because I don't know who put it there.
As you turn and look, you see a couple of the nymphs giggling and looking your way.
I'm just gonna kind of salute with 2 fingers.
And
Oh, fuck, Otar. They think you're cute.
Well, that's bloody great.
I heard one of them say you have nice thighs.
That's okay. Gorbun, you still have a black eye from the fight. Let's just continue to eat.
Okay, I'm just saying, it's what you hear in the Feywild, you know. Otar
What
has
happens
nice
in the
thighs.
Feywild
It's,
stays in the Feywild.
And I
it's on that tree over there.
It
It says Otar has nice thighs.
They look delicious.
Soil your face.
I walk over to the nymphs. He thinks you have nice thighs too.
And go ahead and deception.
This is gonna go great. Come on. Not bad.
They're gonna insight you. They giggle. And 1 sec. Typing
I look
something
over to
here.
Otar. Give him a thumbs up.
I wink at him.
Otar's going to get molested.
For sure. That's definitely.
Well, this is the
Not
place
really
you want to get molested, I suppose. I mean, if there is such a place.
Yeah.
This particular nymph turns out to be Leaf's child.
Oh man.
From when I had sex with the dryads.
Oh no, was the unicorn your child as well?
Oh fuck!
Oh.
Is there somebody there that Leaf's not related to?
Everyone
not.
with polka dots is related to
No,
Leaf.
no.
Oh. Leaf gave the entire Feywild STDs.
It's kind of like how like half of like Asia is related to Genghis Khan, you know? Like,
Exactly.
you know,
Half of
enough
the Feywild
time
is
and
related
a
to Leaf.
promiscuous enough person. Everybody's related.
All right. So, people here
I go tell Otar everything. Every single juicy, erotic detail.
What?
You want to go ahead if you want to message him.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not going to message him. I'm going to straight. Okay. Yeah, Otar. Okay. They say they want to do something called the Rusty Grasshopper to you. I don't know what that means.
That sounds fucking terrifying.
But apparently it involves both of them. Some chocolate, a centaur, and some mud. I don't know.
Nope, not fucking with horse people. That's,
No, he's just there. He's just there to play music. I don't. That's.
He's just there to play music. He's on the. Or he's on the lyre.
Yeah, no, I think I'm fine. But
He looks over to them. He says he's in.
damn it, for a bun.
There you go, buddy.
Well, I guess if I have to.
You see, they get excited, and there's three of them, and they begin clapping.
Evie gets up and like pushes Otar a little bit, just helps him on his way.
I fill up.
Don't we have to fucking
like
go somewhere?
I fill up like a big glass.
Oh God.
There you go. You might want to chug this first. There's 3 of them. You might need that.
I'm not gonna chug the entire thing of Feywild. It's a cask. Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
Meanwhile, the remainder of the group, you eat, you drink. It's just a.
While that's happening, I just in turn with everybody at the table in our group, I just like mentally connect to them and I go, Otar's having a foursome. just immature like.
I messaged back. Don't forget the Rusty Grasshopper.
The Rusty Grasshopper.
Was he supposed to supply that, or
that is going to be the name of the new tavern?
Yeah, the Rusty Grasshopper. That's going down in my notes. Hold on. That is Gorbin's restaurant, the Rusty Grasshopper.
I guess it's better than praying mantis.
I do admit, I didn't think it'd be Otar
Yeah,
first.
they're gonna rip his head off and eat it.
Save that for Corbin.
Which head? We don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll go ahead and that's a pretty good spot to end. And on that note,
You could say it was a happy ending.
hope you had a good time, and I hope it ran a little smoother this time. Going around table like that, you know.
I do like that, to be honest.
Okay. And I do apologize for anybody that got talked over, skipped, whatever the case may be. You know, it's unintentional. So going forward, we'll fix it.
Sounds good.
Oh, I was trying to look at it. I couldn't.
If you just look up the name of the creature and then D&D, it should show up.
Yeah, because I had pop-ups pop up all over the place, and
It's from mythology, so
okay. So it will. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's fine.
sounds good.
Did Josh just Google the Rusty Grasshopper?
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
No, I did.
That is the name of the episode, by the way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I can get behind that.
Yeah. Just so you'll, if ever you're looking, what was the name of that thing from that episode? You can just look back and be like, oh, Rusty Grasshopper. There it is, right there in the title. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time tonight. A lot of info dump. Interesting things happen. We'll see what that rune means at some point. But yeah, let me know if you go. What the hell is all that?
Holy shit!
Whoa!
That was a massive link.
You broke something.
What the fuck is
broke
this?
Roll 20. Yeah, he broke roll 20. That's okay.
I'm going to clear that log.
So we'll be on D&D Beyond next week then.
What?
What?
Okay, sorry, bad joke.
D&D Beyond? No.
Because we broke roll 20. I don't think it doesn't even count as a joke. It's
Yeah, no. Much prefer roll 20. Thank you. I already have spent money on this, so yeah. So yeah. So we'll talk to you guys next week, and let me know if you need anything in the meantime. Oh, and if anybody wants, to run something in the meantime, let me know.
cool.
That's cool.
I'm always game.
Yeah, cool.
Well.
So yeah, my other group we're inconsistent at best, so I haven't been playing very much. So yeah. So it's kind of like jonesing to actually play.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, mine and Joe's one's like a long-term plan.
Oh, no.
Maybe the Star Wars thing in the meantime would be.
Yeah,
would be cool.
no, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. I wasn't referring to the two of you necessarily doing that. Yeah, no, I know. Joe's been, he told me, oh yeah, we're working on something. I'm like, you want to tell me what?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not saying nothing.
Okay, cool.
Alex, they wanted to know all juicy details about it. I was like, nope.
Yeah, fair.
Fine,
Close to your
be
chest.
that way.
It'll be interesting.
Jerk.
I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Take it easy.
Night,